Welcome back to Let's Play Medieval 2 Total War England campaign, episode 95th with me, Skwalker. And when we left off, we had finally accomplished one of our big goals. Well, it was initially a minor goal, but it turned into a big goal. But we have finally conquered the Holy Roman Empire. They are now nothing, kaput, gone, forever. They never existed. And that leaves us with a multitude of other things for us to do, such as taking Krakow, taking Palermo, and initiating the final conquest. So, we have a lot to do, we have a lot to start preparing. We're getting close to our next big review, which will be on the next turn. And also, the Great Plague is finally starting to wear off. In fact, a lot of settlements are now unplagued. However, population growth is going to take time to recover, as is our finances. However, brighter days are ahead for us, and we shall hopefully they shall be. That being said, we're going to have to start issuing quarantines on some cities, just make sure that we can keep the disease spread to an absolute minimum. But we're going to start this episode by doing a few battles, and then we'll be doing some other things, because we like doing things. So, as it stands right now, we're being sieged in two areas. We're being sieged in Venice and in Thorn. We're going to be sallying forth on both of those. I've also got Captain Joffrey. Luckily, Captain Albin's decided to clear off. So, we're going to continue our path first to Krakow and just try and not get ambushed. But we have we seem to have a habit of getting ambushed a lot. So,
as you wish, sire.
Well, I don't say we're not getting ambushed a lot, but it's starting to become a bit of a occurrence. But as it stands, it looks like the road to Krakow is quite safe, so that's good.
We'll make camp here, sire.
Make camp there, and we'll be sieging that town out later. We've also got Captain Albin in the area. I'm not tolerating that army here, because I know what the Polish are like. They'll get up to something. By the way, send these lot off to Magdeburg for retraining. It's going from a plagued settlement to a plagued settlement, so I'm not exactly gonna whinge about that one. I mean, there he goes. He's a plague bearer. How sad for him. He's got a little rat. Anyway, you lot,
my lord.
Take two archers, take two spear militia, and take yourself, who are you, Simon, and go deal with Captain Albin. I've given you more than enough units to do this one, so, actually, you know what? I'm gonna halve your army. Actually, first just merge your army. There we go. Right, you get a full unit of each unit, and then always go and take down Captain Albin, please, because
as you will, my king.
I don't want him running away. I want, you know, we need to offer him a fight that he'll just accept, and then we can get this one over and done with. This will just be our quick little warm up before we get into our main events, which will be the sallying forths of Thorn and Venice. And then if we have time after, we'll probably try and get this turn wrapped up with a nice little, neat little bow. But as it stands, it looks like this guy will run away from anything.
Honor, victory!
You'll have those when you actually do this battle. Now get in there and do it. Captain John wants to join us, by the way. That's going to be mega overkill. So we're actually just going to make this a night battle so I don't have reinforcements, which is kind of backwards in a way, but yeah, I don't really want my men just wandering around and cluttering the battlefield up. Anyway, 2-to-1 strength ratio. We are fighting we're fighting Polish nobles, of course we are, but there's only 10 of them. And a unit of mercenary crossbowmen. Right. I think my general could probably just do this one single-handedly, but he'll have some units helping him out. Let's get in on this one nice and quick and have a nice quick victory, really. Simon, let's see if we can earn you another little command star or something to make this worthwhile.
Muster your courage, men! A prayer's as good as a halberd on a day like this. To battle, lads!
I'm sure you mean a night like this. Ha ha ha. And also, yeah, this is quite bad. Now let's have the weather clear up a little bit, because no, that's still bad. Try again. There we go. It's not night anymore, but I'll still consider it. Oh, it's still rain. Oh, whatever. Just so I can actually see what I'm doing. Well, this is now definitely not night. I think this is like early sunrise. Anyway, as it stands, I've got some archer militia who I'm going to spread out in a loose formation, and they can just have fun doing some volleying with the crossbowmen. Spearmen, you know what? Spearmen aren't going to play into this battle today. I'm going to hide them somewhere because they're just not going to work. That doesn't mean they're a bad unit. It just means honestly, the general could just do this one on his own. Like, all you need to do is have him bowl into the mercenary crossbowmen and then just chase the bloody nobles around for a bit. Let's just get on with this one. Let's make this one nice and quick. No flaming arrows, by the way. I just want you to move in and kill. General, move in and kill, and I'll see when the moving in and killing begins. Okay, so our archers are now preparing to open fire, and the Polish nobles are on the move like they always are. The annoying little bastards. So I've got the chance to spread out nice and loose to try and minimise the effects of, well, being shot at, and then I ruined the camera, so we probably didn't see anything that happened, except the general kind of charged and then kind of lost commitment. General, how about you actually commit to your charges, please? Come on. I know it's an annoying bastard of a unit to chase down, but we've got to chase it down. While our crossbowmen have a bit, well, our archers have an effect with crossbowmen, but the crossbowmen aren't really too sure on what they're doing right now. Luckily, I've managed to catch up and catch the nobles, so that's good. We can force them into a melee fight, which we should win easily. Looks like these I've also decided to go for the path of the melee, which means it's going to get a bit dangerous now. Because while I want my archers to, well, shoot things, the issue is I'm probably going to start shooting my own general. Lads,
good tidings.
Ooh,
the enemy
good.
general lies dead. We've sent the base cur to hell.
I always get concerned it's my general who dies when that happens, right? I told my archers to cease fire because this is now no longer something that they can effectively contribute to. The Polish nobles are down to their last few men now, and these mercenary crossmen should honestly not be an issue for us. They're already low on morale, and there we go. The victory is ours.
It's time to...
Okay, don't even bother chasing down the Polish nobles. They're designed just to slip away from us all the time. Make your main focus on chasing down these mercenary crossbowmen. I want them executed for basically not being my mercenary crossbowmen, even though I never hire mercenary crossbowmen because I already have superior archers, so why would I even bother hiring them? Good job, lads.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valour.
Plus a few members of the general's bodyguard in this one, 10 of them in fact, but apart from that, that was a nice little victory there. Nice little warm-up. Let's get on with the main battle now. And those are some nice looking culverins. I really do want to buy one.
Entering woods and preparing to ambush me.
Yeah, you know what, I could go for 323 florins. Pay up? No, of course I wouldn't.
An honourable, glorious victory!
Good job. What was your trait increase by the way? You got winning first, right?
Hail my
Let's get
king.
you back to Breslau so you
Honour,
can
sire.
continue doing what you're doing. Are
Hail
you
my
bearing
king.
plague, by the way? You are bearing plague. Everyone has plague. Right. Next objective, next objective, next objective. We're going to play with Fawn now because Fawn is a fawn. No, you know, I was just suddenly got distracted. I was like, what am I doing in Nottingham, by the way? I've got Admiral
Ships
James on his
ready.
way back for some resupply,
Yes,
which
sir.
is where I've just sent him
Full
now because I don't want to play with Admiral Jesus just yet, even though he's a very
Nice,
holy guy. By the way, could you attack Admiral Johan
my lord.
for me? See if we can take him out.
The enemy fleet.
Nice one. Average
Our people
victory,
rule
and
these
relations
waters.
worsened with the Papal States. Whatever. They could barely get any worse anyway. Head back for Nottingham for a quick refresh,
That's safe.
by the way. Even though we're probably not going to get attacked
No
by
more
Admiral
wind
Jesus,
today,
but we'll we can't retreat from naval battles because naval units can't retreat from naval battles because... Yeah! Anyway, let's go with our main objective. We're going to be taking on the defense of Fawn today. So I recruited some extra units last episode to help us out with this one, and I also have a lovely cannon which will blow up the enemy. There's also some rebels hanging around just being, well, being unique. So for now, let's just get on with the siege and hope that this one goes well. So
War then, sire.
here we goeth. We should hopefully do this one. And if the rebels join in, this will be quite interesting. Though they've decided to turn and face me, but I think they just want to watch what's going on, or maybe they'll team up. But now they're not going to team up. It's just going to be us against Vaclav of Krakow. Strength ratio is 10 to 7 in my favour, since he hasn't really brought anything too brilliant, and it looks like the Great Mortality is affecting his armies as well. So he's already low on men, and the men he's brought out as, you know, special. He's got some crossbow militia, some spear militia, town militia, bits of artillery. There are only two really key units to bring down will be, well, Vaclav himself, and 2 full units of mercenary spearmen. Apart from that though, the cannons and the peasant archers and the longbowmen should have a fun time just picking off whatever's left. Provided we just keep our formations loose, sir, because the enemy will be probably trying to blow us up with artillery in, well, true Polish tradition, really. However, I have a cannon, and, well, my cannon's just going to go bang, 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 and shoot them up. let's find this one on the battle map and see how it goes.
Yes, my lord. Preparing the men to attack.
I've never known a Sally 4th where we just start outside of the castle walls immediately, but good going, lads. Let's get you back in the walls where you belong, and let's get this one done properly. So, welcome to Fawn, by the way. We've done a very good job on repairing it, and now it's going to be an absolute bastion against the Polish. They probably are still quite sore about losing this particular town, since it's a place where I can just recruit armoured swordsmen straight off the bat, really. So, let's have a look at how we're going to get ourselves out of here. First thing first, we go artillery first, get the artillery out there, let the cannon start blasting off a few shots. We're going to use our fire shots this time because they are incredibly devastating if inaccurate. We're going to use our peasant archers as well. So peasant archers, we're going to keep you loose, but they'll gang up and do their thing. Longbowmen, I'm going to have them acting independently because they're their own unit. By the way, yeah, these lads have already set up to fire arrows. Yeah, the Polish army has a relatively okay standard of armour, and really the key to want to bring down are the merc spears. So I want to use fire arrows on these guys, whereas my longbowmen just keep it regular. 2 units of spears. Ideally, they'll be tangling mainly with the enemy general. However, even the best laid plans can go awry. So let's keep you guys grouped up and await further orders. Despite a few announcements matched with the armoured swordsmen, these are our main damage dealer units. These two will have the job of tangling and killing off the spearmen, and mainly the majority of the Polish army, whereas the spearmen just focus on killing off Vaclav. Either way, that's our plan, so let's just get ourselves out of here and just get this battle underway. So, the enemy will do its usual show of just retreating a little bit, so we're gonna let the cannon out here. We want to keep the cannon on the front lines this time around because the way it fires does put a lot of risk on my men, and I don't want to have my men just suddenly just getting absolutely massacred and killed off by, well, you know, by my own gunpowder. Let's also make sure the spearmen are out and about and ready to help out in case there's any issues, and we'll bring the more armoured units up front because luckily the enemy doesn't have a lot of cavalry power. Naturally, we see Vaclav like bombing in for a charge, we'll have to deal with it, but as it stands, anything that does come, we'll probably see coming initially. So let's make sure that the Polish are kept out of this castle forever now. It's my castle, it's a lovely castle. It's going to be no one else's castle for a very, very, very long time. So the cannon is on its way out, and I think what I'm going to do is, once more, I'm just going to do a little bit of footage skipping while my men get into formation, because the enemy seems to have positioned themselves quite far away, haven't they? Yes, they have. See you in a few minutes, my friends. Or maybe not. Just realised my cannon can already start firing, and I've already peeled it off quite effectively to my flank. So cannon, start targeting the centre of a formation because the trebuchet is already targeting us like it would. Peasant archers, they can't shoot anything just yet. I want you to get up to about here because as far as I am aware, and by the way, yeah, I am having some really horrible positioning issues, but as far as I'm aware, peasant archers, once more, their range isn't the best. Longbowmen are getting into position now, so once they're in position, I want you to basically just pick off this unit of mercenary crossbowmen, please. You guys have quite a bit of accuracy, and I think a couple of quick barrages will get rid of these guys for good. That trebuchet is going to be a bit of a pest initially as well, so we need to definitely try and get rid of it. Longbowmen, by the way, you don't need fire arrows. Just keep it accurate, please. Accuracy is your watchword. Right, where's our cannon at, by the way? I'm sure it's having a fun time right now. Try and target the trebuchet, but you know what, try and keep your shots accurate. Maybe if we use our accurate shots, we can just basically rip a hole in their artillery. If we can do that, then we're laughing. Alright, peasant archers, it looks like the enemy's coming to us, by the way, so I want you to just cease your movements and try and get rid of the enemy artillery positions. Cannons just open fire, by the way. And yeah, I'm seeing shots going in here and there, but none of them are quite hitting the trebuchet. I'm going to let my cannon keep trying because I have a good feeling that I might be able to pull that one off, and the enemy crossbow units are not doing so hot now, but the trebuchets are going to continually harass me until they're gone, so that's why the cannon must do what it's doing. Right, come on lads. There we go, we're ramming a few more shots in, whereas we just keep getting assaulted, right? Oh, that looks like a promising shot actually. That. Oh, hang on. Oh, we just KO'd that battering ram actually. Good shot, lads. Good shot. Right, peasant archers. The enemy crossbowmen are now more or less under control, so I want you to start focusing your shots on bringing down the merc spearmen. Longbowmen, if you could also move up a little bit and start hitting those mercenary spearmen as well, that'd be very much appreciated. Yeah, we need to start hitting off all of these mercenary spearmen. They're easily the toughest unit the Polish have brought to the field today. That being said, looks like they won't tolerate me walking up to them and basically trying to batter their heads in. Right, you lot, pull it back a little bit. The enemy's getting a little bit aggressive. They might pull back when they see my armoured units coming towards them. You lot, try and keep targeting the enemy units, please. Right, it's all right. Right, you lot, hold position, please. Looks like the enemy, yeah, the enemy was just bluffing this time. I didn't really call their bluff, but a little bit of repositioning. Alright, bombard by the way. I've already seen that some of my knights have suddenly died, and I know that they were shot by crossbowmen. Can we get you in a safer position, please, before you basically nuke my entire army? Like, get yourselves over there, and I'd say do it quick, but those cannons aren't light, so unfortunately they do take their time doing it. Right, archers, finish off whatever's left of their crossbowmen, please. Longbows, yeah, you can start hitting. No, you can't start hitting those, right? I want to get my I want to get my longbowmen to start hitting whatever they can. So if the longbowmen get closer, it doesn't really create too much of an issue because longbowmen already have a practically ginormous range. So it doesn't really get too iffy about me bringing my units forward, but they just walked directly into a flaming trebuchet shot, but I'm not really going to blame him for that because, well, the trebuchet just tends to fire wherever the frick it wants, right? Longbowmen are now bringing down the house, and the enemy is running out of longbow power again, or arch power, whatever you want to call it, right? Peasant archers, start moving forward, please. And oh, there we go. That's a bloody duo shot that just pulled off on me there. Right, I need that, you know, cannon or bombard or whatever you want to call yourself. I need this trebuchet gone, please. It hasn't happened yet, but oh, hang on. One of the other shots look good. No, good. Both of them look crap. Right. Hopefully the bombard can do it, but accuracy is definitely not its speciality. Right. Mercenary spearmen are taking offence to me moving forward again, and this time I'm just going to call their bluff. Bring the swordsman forward, please. Peasant archers. Good volley, good volley, good volley. Right, pull it back. Pull it back. Because I'm going to call their bluff this time around. Longbows, pull back. Spotted feudal knights, clashing with this unit. You lot clashing with this unit. Alright, it's alright, they were bluffing again. Right, you lot. Because the enemy is practically out of missile units now, I want you to make up the front line. If they come forward again, we're just gonna beat the snot out of them. You lot just come forward again once more. There we go. So I know it's a very skirmishy battle so far, but there is method to the madness. Though the cannon is also driving me mad by not having any success so far. I know it's trying, I really do, but it's just not pulling it off so far. So you know what? Get those oily rags out, and I want you to just try and start nuking their front line because you've already used up a quarter of your shots, and I'm not really seeing much reason for me to continue doing my current strategy. It's just not working out. Longbows, start hitting those merc spearmen once more. They're already starting to lose quite a few of their numbers thanks to our longbowmen's efforts. So I am definitely happy for what they've done so far. Longbowmen, by the way, you no longer need skirmish. You now have a solid unit at your front. You lot start hitting their town militia. They've decided to run forward and take offence to me once more. You lot run forward. You lot run forward. I want you just to get one good volley out. Like, just one volley is all I ask of you. Just even get that volley out, and if you can, you can, right? Spearmen, start moving forward as well in a way that does not offend me, and yeah, good skirmish, you lot. Right, wait. The enemy's skirmishing as well. They're bluffing again. What is it with the Polish and their bluffs? Right, you know what? Hold your line. We're not going to skirmish anymore. The enemy is clearly adopting a strategy of just consistent bluffing, but the next time they charge, they probably won't bluff. Like, they're bluffing so purposely, it's just to try and put me off. I was hoping something was set on fire, by the way, by my cannon, but that was not the case. Right, archers, get a couple more shots out before our window of opportunity closes. I have plenty of, you know, lovely swordsmen who are ready to do their duty. Longbowmen, keep targeting whatever is at the back. Cannon, you've really got to be more careful with your shots. Try and just target the general's bodyguard now. Alright, those were some lovely shots out there, by the way. I was hoping that the enemy was retreating, but I think it was just the sun catching off their flag. Right, get behind, and let's bring some swordsmen into this one. Armoured swordsmen, just get in there and give them what for now. Another town militia decided to come as part of a package, but there's very few of them, so you'll be able to handle them as well. Like, I think the town militia are just trying to run away anyway, so just make your effort on conquering those mercenary spearmen. Oh, finally, you got rid of one, Mr. Cannon. Well done. Then you tried to get rid of it again twice.
We will smash the enemy.
Keep trying to hit that general, because that's definitely making you aim in the right direction now. Right. How are we going to place one out? Oh, by the way, lads, you didn't need to skirmish that far back. You can come back forward if you want. Longbowmen, keep targeting that unit. You already brought them down to 65. You are absolutely excellent at this. Yes, you are. I mean, just look at those numbers freaking drop. But they are trying to bring in more units to reinforce their position. Right. You lot, we're gonna need you in this battle now. So I'd recommend getting forward. My lovely armored swordsmen are absolutely going ham on this one. Ooh, that was a close one. My lovely armoured swordsmen are absolutely just doing their best effort on this one. Spears, by the way, start coming forward, because if we push our line any further forward, the general himself will want to get involved. Looks like the enemy is holding off, and again, they're not holding off. Either way, right? We'll keep the engagements up. Peasant archers, if you want to come here, we're gonna start harassing their line even further now. Got these mercenary spearmen down to 54, by the way. 54 men, look at that, they are absolutely devastated, and more shots just keep on coming in. And, ooh, that was another painful shot, yeah, those trebuchets and those catapults now posing us a big issue. Cannon, try and target those catapults. I'm going to let you have another go at an accurate shot, because I'm just not having a lot of luck with the bombard today. But then again, it is kind of just a, it is just a weapon where you're basically just living on a dice roll with it, really. Right, you lot can basically start targeting anything within the Polish army now, so just do that. You main infantry units, hold a defensive position. Spears, you lot pull back, by the way. Spearmen, get on the flanks and await further orders. I want you to make you the guardians of the flank. And now we basically have the Polish where I want them. I can now just sit here. I can pester away with my archers. They can just get in as many shots as I want, and they are now almost powerless to do anything about it. Peasant archers can just cover anything that's just trying to approach my men. Longbowmen will continue to... Longbowmen, why are you breaking position and just trying to get yourselves killed? Get back here now. Right, spears. Mercenary spearmen are coming in to say hello. I'd recommend you give them a bit of a dice, really. You lot, by the way, keep your shots up. Longbowmen,
only half the enemy force remains.
Hold your position there and do not do anything silly again, because I do not know why you were moving forward, but it was a pretty daft reasoning behind it. Spears, pull back. You've just done your part there. You did a very good job at doing your part. Cannon, keep trying to hit that artillery. I'm pretty sure that any minute now the Polish are probably just going to call for a retreat. Ooh, one of the catapults went down as well. That's even better, right? Longbows, what should we pick on now? Oh, you can't pick on a general just yet. That's the only unit that sits outside our archer range, and that's fine. I can just happily pick off the rest of his men, and then my spearmen will kill the general later on. But it looks like the merc spearmen are coming back for a round 2. Lads, just hold a defensive formation and wait for them to come to you. Well, we have just absolutely bombarded them with the peasant archers. Peasant archers, keep your fire for... Oh my god, lads! Guard formations, please. Guard formations. I shouldn't really have to tell you this, but do not just stray beyond the front line. It is a bit silly at the end of the day that you do that, right? You lot are now just holding off the merc spearmen. They are having a bit of a good time against us, though, so... Spiked Feudal Knights, if you could just jump in and lend a very quick hand, I'm sure my spear levy would be very much appreciative of it. Right. Town militia have now just retreated beyond my range, which is annoying, but some of our spear militia still managed to sit in a rather silly place, really, and they also faced the wrong way, meaning that, well, yeah, they're going to get themselves killed quite easily there.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Managed to push the mercenaries. I mean, I keep thinking these guys are out by the way, but we seem to be having an issue with the sun catching off all the flags, but yeah, they're on the run this time around. I don't know for how long they will run, because they never tend to run for too long. Right, good job. My spears did take a little bit of damage on that one, but did their best. Right, longbows have run out of ammo at this point, and there's nothing more they can do. So, longbowmen, if you would like to return to the castle, please, I will give you your leave for now. Archers, it is now your job just to finish bombarding the main line, but it looks like they've... Oh, no, are they rearranging or are they going home? I don't know. That's a big issue. I need to work out when they're going home and when they're trying to keep on with this one, but just keep at it. I think... Oh, yeah, we're also down at Trebuchet now. Another cannon focus fire on a general now, because I know it seems like a weird thing for it to focus fire on, but hopefully by shooting at it, they'll probably just take out the artillery at the same time. Right, those most spearmen really get on my nerves. Can you get rid of them once and for all this time, lads? Because I'm getting sick of them just walking up to us and just thinking that they can just keep kicking my ass. I don't want them doing that anymore. Oh, hang on. Right, all lads, focus on the general. Here he comes. Right, spears, pull to the flank. You lot, pull out. Spearmen, get in there. Right, start feeling like you are going to get caught in the general's charge, unfortunately, but it's alright. Oh, hang on, fly a little bit. Right. Didn't really want them to get caught in a charge, but that'll have to be it. Cannon, by the way, do not focus fire on the general anymore before you wipe out my entire army, and I think they just tried to wipe out my entire army. I think they just cut a big strip in my line. Right, I've managed to push my lovely knights into a rout now, which is a shame, but more spearmen are joining that fight, and I'm going to send the armoured swordsmen out to go and attack the main line, because more of these mercenary spearmen are coming in to basically just add worry to my plans. Peasant archers, ceasefire now. This is an infantry fight again.
The battle is very much in our favour. The enemy general has no honour. He flees the field of battle.
Yep, there goes crazy old Vaclav. Right. He's escaped us this time around. I don't have anything that can capably chase him down. Right, push the line forward, men. We're going to finish this one off once and for all now. Lads, everyone, get yourselves forward, and we're gonna wipe out whatever's left of the enemy. I'm going to have to retrain my men before we get rid of those rebels, by the way. But armoured swordsmen, just bring down those town militia now. We're gonna finish this one off now. There's no point in letting the archers finish this particular job, even though the general is gonna come back. So spears, get in position, brace for his charge, and I'm sure you'll do absolutely brilliant against him. Even if the small unit's about to get absolutely ramshackled by him, it still gives him, a painful entrance. And I think, actually no, that was pretty ineffective. It didn't take out any of his men, but at the same time, it slowed him down for a little bit. And while my men are broken, they are fighting this one out till the end. So good job on them. And there goes that
Our
clap.
men have slain the enemy general. Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
Good job, men. Right, swordsman, finish off that catapult, please. I cannot fathom why it's still firing at us, but I want you to make sure that it is not firing at us ever again, please. So, if you could please do the right thing and just kill it off. It looks like the rest of the Polish are going to run away from this one. Spearmen, you just maintain your position though. The general's bodyguard may come back and try to avenge their leader, but probably that is not the case. Whereas you lot just finish off whatever's left of this lovely little catapult. Oh, there goes another guys. Yeah, good going, armoured swordsman. You took a nasty little cut there from that vicious cur, but managed to bring him down in the end. Right, that's another unit on the run. The only unit left is the general, who is
true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
He's resilient in that he keeps coming back. I would have issued a retreat command a while ago now, but oh well. You lot, don't let them come back for their precious trebuchet, even overall now just based in kindling, but just wipe out whatever's left of this pathetic bodyguard unit, or well, it's not even a bodyguard unit, it's just a crew. The pathetic bodyguard unit is now running in now. You lot, go in and meet his charge. I know what he's after. He's after my infantry. So there you go. Nice one on slowing him down. Killed the momentum of his charge. And my armoured swordsman can now focus on bringing down whatever's left of these artillery crews, who are surprisingly resilient. Oh, wait, we're running away now. But there is a surprising amount of resilience in this little Polish task force. But at the end of the day, he's slowed down, killed off, and slaughtered. Except this one's going to fight it to the end once more. I'll say fight it to the end, they kind of can't make their minds up.
Our men are winning the battle.
Right, who is left in this battle still? Right, get rid of these lot, right, because finally
our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
I think we've killed all we need to kill, because this enemy army just keeps coming back. They're a bit weird. It's like rubber. Anyway, let's call this battle an end, and that's another
All
little
of
victory for me.
Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good job, Captain John. You've fought well. May have lost a third of our troops, but Vaclav of Krakow is now no more, and another Polish army is turned away. Still, I feel like I took more casualties than I should have. Maybe I should have been a bit more aggressive in this one. You know what? Just
Dear God, anything but that.
execute them.
The day is ours, son.
Good job. At least the Polish will also be short on men due to this plague. Oh wow, there's Baron stables here by the way, but they're not the ones I want. I want Earl stables. Right, anyway. Merge up whatever we can. There we go. And now we're going to have to just sit and do some retraining. Mainly retrain the infantry. They were hurt quite badly. And retrain the longbowmen. And then we'll have a go at those rebels next turn. Right. Let's go on to the other main battle, or the other main sally forth that we have to do this turn, which is at Venice. So the Hungarians have been getting a lot more aggressive recently. And our next army is Captain Lukak, who is sieging Venice. Now, Venice's garrison has been recovering quite well, especially since I realised we could actually train build militia here. They were just, you know, cheekily hidden by the scroll bar. I'm so bloody clever. So, first things first, merge up whatever men we can merge up, and now we're going to move in. So, Captain Lukak, by the way, we don't know a lot, but he's got some crossbowmen and a Pavisas, which may prove problematic. However, at the same time, we could just walk forward and just basically try and kick his ass, or use our artillery to overwhelm their position. I'm bringing quite a few catapults to this one, and they're very experienced ones. So, come on, men. We need to get out there and defend Venice once more, for Venice always needs defending. So we will continue defending it until, you know, we're done defending it.
Marching to war.
I think we're definitely going to try and look into building a fort here, though, just to slow down these Hungarian incursions before they become too common. I mean, they're not that big of an empire, so maybe once we've weathered their initial storm we'll do well, but for now we've got to do something to keep these guys away. That being said, the balance of power is 1-to-1, despite me outnumbering the enemy by a very considerable number. Reason being, it's lots and lots and lots of crossbows. He's also brought some Balkan archers, a couple of dismounted feudal knights, one unit of Croat axes, a unit of Slav levies, who are a spear unit, and also some new units, Hungarian nobles, who look like they're going to be about as annoying as Polish nobles, in that they're cavalry archers. The one unit I'm absolutely shite against, but we're going to have to learn to get good against since we're planning to start a war with the Mongols. Well, I have plenty of archers of my own who should probably be able to shoot them down. While I have no light cavalry to counter them with, I think I'll have to get creative and find another way to bring about their undoing. Either way, let's jump into this battle and see if we can defend Venice once again from another bloody Hungarian army. Well, it's only the second one I know, but Venice gets attacked a lot, you may have noticed. It's quite an unlucky city, as well as an unlucky faction. Ha! Let's just do this.
The troops are assembled.
Okay, so at the gates of Venice once more, we're just near some sort of nice building. This is actually just one of my buildings. It's like a little city within a city here. Right, anyway, welcome back to Venice once more. I think we're all very familiar with this battlefield at this point in time. Basically, we go out here, there's a slight hill, and then, you know, the birds and the bees do all the things that they need to do. Right, so let's just get our men arranged, put in their formations, and we'll get going. So, well, I think we all know what formation we're going. You know what, I'm going to skip this bit because, well, we've done Venice so many times now, you all already know what formation. I mean, you know, right now, if you're going to guess how it's done, but I'll see you when we're leaving these city gates. Okay, so the enemy's just doing their initial backwards retreat. I'm bringing out my catapults now. And I'm also just going to start bringing out the rest of my units. So I've got plenty of lovely, you know, we should be loosening up our formations as well, just because of the potential high number of enemy missiles, especially coming from their cavalry archers. So basically I've split my units into two halves, so let's also get some spearmen heading up this way as well to try and provide some more annoyance for the enemy. And then let's also bring out all my lovely archer militia who have their fire arrows ready to fire upon the enemy positions, so let's just get them up here. And last but not least, my archers and my yeomen, they're all marching their way up. So There are a lot of enemy units to take out. Mainly, we're taking out an entire army of Pavisa crossbowmen. Now, Pavisas so far have proven themselves to be effective in both melee and as a ranged unit. They're quite special. So hopefully, just a massive barrage of both artillery and fire arrows from my many archer militias should hopefully. Probably not going to kill them off, but it's probably going to negate them. But then again, I am bringing a lot of artillery to this particular fight. My big concern, as you can see, are the already present Hungarian nobles who are already basically moving in to basically just to get in my way and be an absolute pain in the ass. They're already prepared to fire their first few missiles with their stupid bloody hats, and yeah, they're just going to be a pain unit for me to deal with. I already have little respect for the Mongolians, and I could just try and bring in a spear unit just to try and run into them and just give them a hard time. But these fellas will probably just skirmish at their first opportunity, or this time around they're actually just going to get cocky and basically let me run into them. Right, fine. They're funeral. Right. Artillery, start opening fire on the main enemy lines, please. This unit's decided to get itself killed. That's fine by me. But right now, I am facing a lot of bombardment, so I want one of you to focus on bringing down the Hungarian cavalry.
The battle is
You
very
lot
much
focus on
in our
these lot,
favour.
and you lot,
If we
they've
remain
skirmished
true and
away.
steadfast,
That's
victory
fine.
will be ours.
I'm not expecting you to give chase, however, at the same time, we can't really just sit here and grit our teeth this time around. Archers are getting into position now in order to start providing supporting fire for our men. Catapults are just firing whatever. Ooh, good shot. That was exactly what I needed there. That'll hopefully start scaring off the Hungarian nobles. But we're fighting a large amount of enemy units here, and a lot of them have staggered out their formations. So I think these ones are going to start forming. Yeah, we're going to do well, I like to say Cantabrian circle, but here it's just circle and shoot. So they're just going to form the annoying dick ring, but we'll just call it that today. That is going to basically be, you know, their thing. I don't know why I'm so salty and shady today. I just am. So let's get our archers started to open their shots. So one of you start smacking out those Hungarian nobles. You also start smacking out those Hungarian nobles. Don't skirmish, by the way, lads. I know they've got cavalry archers, but it's alright. They won't run. They'll skirmish away from you as well. They're as scared of you as you are of them. Right, so I've got all my archer militias hopefully now opening fire on whatever angles I can. You lot target those ones, and you spearmen here who are just basically slowly getting gromped by missiles. Start moving up this angle. We basically, by the way, my billman never even left the city, by the way. Billman, you can come out here, though I'm going to say now survival's not a guarantee in this battle because, well, we're facing a lot of missile power. Billmen are going to be great for trying to take out those Pavisas, but as it stands, I don't think I can sit around and just play the missile game forever, because the enemy, they might not have exactly, like, you know, missile superiority, but they've got enough missiles to make life incredibly difficult for my melee units. So what I am going to do is, I've already got a few guys up on these flanks, so you lot try and make life hard for these guys, whereas my archers can now just try and put their focused fire on the centre of the enemy formation. If we try and just get some spears, just trying to nibble away at the flanks in a way, we might be able to make life easier for ourselves. You spearmen, by the way, I want you to do the same thing. I want you to start moving up this flank and see what you can do. Hopefully as well with these constant circle and shoot tactics, the enemy is basically going to drain their stamina. I mean, the horses won't like doing that forever, and they'll get dizzy as well, so
if we remain true and steadfast,
let them do that for a while, and while it is going to create a lot of annoyance for me, they're going to have a harder time running away. Right, things aren't looking up now for the Hungarians. Some of their Pavisas are starting to run away. Finish off these Pavisas, but I do want to get rid of those Balkan archers. But we do also have some dismounted feudal knights to tangle with, and that's something I don't really want the spear militia to tangle with. Spear militia are great, don't get me wrong, my spear militias always perform well, they are always up for the job, but don't really want them tangling with knightly infantry just yet. I definitely want the billmen to help them. So try and focus your efforts on just trying to bring down the enemy archers for now. You lot just turn facing away further orders from me. I'm going to try and get the billmen up on this flank because it's a clearer flank, and we might be able to try and break in on this one. If I could get my yeomen and my other longbows to try and help out on them, I think that's going to make life easier for me as well. Right, Archer Militia, we seem to be wandering from our positions a little bit. Let's put you in guard formation before you do something regrettable. And have you rearrange your formations, right? Because right now my spearmen are starting to get, arguably, they're starting to get a little bit cocky now. They're doing an absolutely brilliant job. They're slowly crapping into the enemy line and making life quite difficult for them. But it's not without its issues, right? One of you, God, I don't know what these guys are up to, by the way. Right, you lot, basically, I want you to move in and close this flank off before anything tries to run away and do something annoying. Archers, why you're making the world's daftest formations escapes me, but can we rearrange our formation to something that doesn't look hilariously stupid? Right, Balkan archers are just looking to cause trouble now. You lot rearrange your formation and await further orders from me. I'm going to get the billmen ready to start making life hell for the enemy. Artillery, just focus all your fire on those. You know what, artillery, just call it off for now. I've definitely gone more aggressive than I usually do in my battle plans, in that I've just basically tried to assault the enemy line straight up. That being said, we have an opportunity to just basically punch right into one of their circle and shoot formations. Those other Hungarian nobles are now coming back to try and kill us on the back flank. One of you just turn around and get ready for a potential counter-attack from them. Archer Militia, I want you to move up. We're gonna take this hill now.
Like this,
Artillery, move up as well. We're gonna take control of more territory.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
Good job, good job. Right, that's the enemy general gone. Though they don't really have a general. The Hungarians seem to operate exclusively in captains. I assume they have characters, but I think they're just keeping them safe for now. Which could suggest that they actually don't have a lot left in their lineage. But then again, the Hungarians, I don't think they've really been in a lot of wars. Or at least any wars that they have been in, but don't really get very invested in. Apart from this one, they seem to be very invested in getting rid of me. Right, you lot, I know you're fresh. They're circling and shooting. Try and see if you can punch into them once more and just do your magic. You lot, you're going to form a new group now. So get like... No, don't do that. Get like this, and then wait for further orders from me. Right, archers, start punching the their heavier units. I want them gone. So start focusing your fire on their heavier infantry. Let's weaken them before we get in there. Some of you want to be targeting those Balkan archers as well, because they're also just going to sit around and just try and dick around with us. And naturally, the enemy infantry, as always, just takes massive offence to being shot at. So they're going to retreat. Right, archers are in a safe position. I've got spear militia ready to just basically take it on the chin. And the billmen, I want you to break through and start hitting them. Try and hit those Croat axes, because they're always going to be a dangerous unit. Spears here, they're doing all right. They're just basically trying to take a feudal night charge on the chin, which, all right, isn't always a very healthy thing to do. You lot start moving up on these, on whatever's left of the enemy units. Start closing the gap on them. I think we've definitely got them in a harder position than they usually are in. You lot, good job. You've definitely caught out that unit of Magyars, or what we're going to call them. I think they're Magyars. Hungarian nobles, sorry, more like Magyars. I think Magyars are a unit in this. I don't know. Did I play as Hungary at one point in one of my random videos? No, I didn't. I played as Russia. Didn't do a very good job at it.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Right, you lot.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will
close
be ours.
in and kill this unit despite a feudal knights, because yeah, my units are already gonna just suffer the morale consequences of this one. So let's just make sure that we're just gonna overload the battle as soon as possible. More units we get in on this one, the better we'll do.
Remains.
Which I know sounds really fucking stupid, but sometimes you could just try and overwhelm the enemy with numbers. Billman, let's try and find a new target for you. Right now, the Balkan archers are just getting absolutely hammered by me. So, where the rest of my Billmen, by the way? Billmen here. Let's just get ourselves into a new position. I want you to take control of this flank here. Make your formation non-retarded, please, as well, because I'm getting sick of you lot just making silly formations when we do these Sally Forth battles. You lot have just clashed right to the back of us, this battlefield night. Archers, cease fire now. I think it's time we close this battle off for good. Bill Militia, get in there, hit them hard, take out the Croats, take out everything. Other spearmen, start moving in. We're gonna crap into them now, even though, yeah, I've just lost this area here. Right, let's get some archers. Can we not fire at will, by the way, because I'm noticing that some of you just disobey orders because you think it's hilarious. Can we try and put some pressure on this flank, please? Some of you put pressure on this unit as well.
Battle is very much in our
Longbows.
favor. If we remain true
So you
and
just couldn't
steadfast,
even be bothered
victory
coming
will
forward
be
in this
ours.
battle, right? How about you come forward and try and do something useful for me? Because right now I just keep losing. I keep losing on this particular area, which isn't really serving me very well. The Croat axes are really, really trying to give me a hard time here. Right, you lot, get rid of those Slav levies. Let's get rid of those and also try and punch into the. It's about a few nice, but right. How did you guys round? What were you fighting? Like, you're only fighting Croat axes. I would have thought you would have beaten them. Right, life isn't going too well for us, and the lack of cavalry support doesn't really help, but the Hungarians have so much fucking missile support, it makes life really hard for me now. Yeah, I just fucked up on this like hardcore. That being said, archers, yeah, just give them the barrage to end all barrages. Yeomen, get out of there, you're done for the day. But yeah, archers, just, I want you to bully
Our
them.
foolish general has thrown his life away. Perhaps our chances of victory with it.
Alright, hopefully that doesn't create too much of an issue, but then again, all my units have just lost this flank here, right? Oh dear. Right, archers, get your teeth gritted, because you ain't leaving this battlefield until you've secured victory. Artillery, reopen fire. Start hitting everything you can, because I ain't letting you lot out of this battle. You're going to finish this one. Build militia here. Turn, face, you've got a unit of dispatched feudal knights just running at you. They're running away from you now, which probably isn't really, they're probably not running away. Nah, you know what, they're going to trap you. Remake your formation here and await further orders from me, right? I've been a bit of a silly boy here. I think I just got too aggressive and I just started making up this plan as I went along. Instead of going for my usual safe plan of let's get the enemy worn out with missiles. I don't know what I was thinking, but it was clearly me being on some form of performance inhibiting drug. Right. Billman, I need you to come forward a little bit. Artillery, you're doing a wonderful job. Just keep pressuring the enemy with your artillery. Right, this is how we're going to beat it now. A few of their units being burnt up now, so as long as my archers keep at it, we may even just be able to get rid of the enemy morale outright. The enemy general just fled the battle outright as well. He is not coming back in a hurry as well, so that is even better. Let's just keep hitting him as hard as we can. There we go. Right. Let's start micromanaging as well. I haven't been doing enough of that. I've just been telling you just to start hitting whatever you want. So, I'm going to just hit a mix of units, but we're going to make the Smarter Feudal Knights an absolute priority. That being said, the enemy's going to just charge forward again, which is always an issue. Right, Billman, get in on that and try and slow them down. Spears, I want you to try and get on the flank and then just surround the enemy. If we can surround them, we can kill them. Artillery, try and focus your fire on whatever's furthest away, so try and just focus fire on this and hold off. But some of you are having your formations disrupted, which is an absolute pain in the ass. Archers, just focus fire only on whatever's far away. Right, some of the Hungarians are being pushed out, that's some of the dispatched feudal knights just being pushed away now, right? Lads, pull out of this engagement,
Our men are
We don't
winning
need
the
to
battle.
prove anything more
If
than
we
we've just
continue
proved
like
now.
this, we will smash the enemy.
So you lot, come back here, group up, and await further orders. We're gonna keep our engagements focused now. Artillery, if you need to get back on your pieces, do so now, and prepare to open fire once more. So you lot just get back on it, open fire on the enemy. Archers, yep, there you go. Just keep maintaining fire on these units. You two maintain fire on these units. You two maintain fire on these Slav levies. And you just you can be the wild card if you want, but getting rid of the Balkan archers is always favourable. How are we doing, by the way? I've lost nearly half of my men, but the enemy's lost 3/4. I've lost way too many men in this battle. I have had an absolutely terrible performance today. This was not me in the battle. This was some imposter who can't get his strategy right. I think I just got a little bit too panicked at the enemy composition when I saw that they had all those missiles, so I didn't want to wait around. I wanted to just get in on the battle. But you know what? Should never have doubt in English missile power, which is I could just batter them all to shit with my artillery. I think it's just because I lacked good quality infantry. And while I did have some billmen, you know, they can't carry the battle on their own. I think I need to rethink the composition of this garrison, which is something I will be doing at the end of this battle. I think we're going to get these lot disbanded, and we're going to get them replaced with something better. Mainly we're going to get them replaced with some Bill militia. Still looks like the enemy is now more or less in a full retreat. Archers, focus fire on getting rid of whatever's left of those guys. You lot just try and get some shots out on the Croat axes, who are making their way over just to try and hit my line of, my flank line here. But look at that is beautiful, just watching all those arrows going out there. Really making life hard for the enemy. In fact, one of you try and just focus your fire on getting rid of whatever's left there. Artillery, you know what, call it off. Oh, hang on, looks like we've got company again. Right, you lot, get another shot out. You lot, get in there and help out. Both Bill militias just come in there, meet their challenge, force them away again. They haven't got a lot of morale, and was I right seeing arrows flying away from here a bit? Ah, yeah, we've got Balkan archers just behind them. Alright, artillery, good shots, liking the enthusiasm. Try and focus your fire on getting rid of those Balkan archers, please.
If we continue like this,
you know what?
We will smash
Hold your position. Billman, get up there and finish those Balkan archers off for good now. They're the last unit within that Hungarian army that isn't retreating. Everything else now has more or less escaped the battlefield, or some are coming back. That's some are coming back. Alright. I think they have just called a full retreat, but I can't tell for sure what direction they're going. So you know what? Let's make a new formation here, and whoever's not on our artillery, get back on our artillery, please. But what we are going to do is we're going to make a new position here. We're going to regroup, resupply, and rethink. Because right now it is going it has gone a bit pear-shaped, this particular battle, hasn't it? So let's just make a nice long line of spears here, just to hold off anything that tries to approach us now. But I think as it stands, the enemy has definitely, they've called a retreat. They're leaving us for now. They'll be back one day, but for now, they've decided that they can't take the city this time around, but they definitely had a very good try at it. And I had a good try at my defense, but I did it at a very great cost. Too much of a cost.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Let them run for now. I have nothing to chase them down with.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Well, a clear victory. However, I lost close to 1,000 men on this one. That is much more than I usually lose, and Captain Lukac at least suffered very heavy losses, but I did not do as well as I usually did. I did okay, but that was not my usual performance. We need to be more careful with how we do these. But that's the kind of Hungarian army that could give me a lot of issues. Right, we could get quite a bit of ransom out of this one, so I'm going to definitely give them the option of ransom this time around. But yeah, I'm going to reject, because who fucking pays ransoms these days? Right. First things first, merge up whatever we can, start retraining whatever we can as well. And also, you know what, don't retrain those guys. Actually no, retrain that unit. We're going to disband the town militia now, because I've decided that they're just not working out in this particular army. So I know it seems a bit short-sighted in one way to disband, but we're going to be replaced with a unit of Bill militia. We're going to retrain our other Bill militia. We'll just keep retraining. Okay. Not my best performance once more, but we did okay. And at least the Hungarians are beaten back. I think once more we're going to have to try and weather out their initial attacks, which are going to throw at us with plenty of enthusiasm. But I think as the next few turns progress, the Hungarians will basically start to give up in a way. They won't necessarily fully give up, but they'll lose momentum. But if we are their only enemy, nah. The Hungarians are busy with a few things, actually. They're fighting both the Mongolians, the Venetians, and me, so they may not be able to put full focus on me in the future, especially if Venice fights back, but honestly, I have so little faith in Venice to be a useful ally that I'm just going to write them off now. Okay, so we're near enough at the end of this episode in particular, but I think we're going to have one last little battle. I think we're going to finish off with Ubaldus Lokti, and then the rest of it, the next episode, we could just admin the turn, and it's probably going to be an admin episode next time.
I will defeat you honorably, my worthy foe.
But this guy brings himself in his horrible haircut, 2 units of bombards, mortars, Swiss Guard, and Pavisas. We should be able to beat him off with bringing some reinforcements
Hail
in.
my king.
So merge up whatever you have merged up, or you already have done that. We can also get in some reinforcements by the way, or some mercenaries. Honestly, some mercenary German knights would not go amiss. They look like they're very well armoured knights. We can also get some mercenary Pavisas or some mercenary spears. However, because I could probably easily recruit some good units quickly, that's not really going to happen. I mean, I can now, since I can recruit demi-lancers from Genoa, our cavalry needs should hopefully no longer be a big issue. So yeah, I'm not going to recruit knights when I can start getting more demi-lancers. And I know demi-lancers aren't the best, but they're still a pretty effective medium cavalry unit, if quite hard to acquire. Anyway, lose. I want you to lead the assault on Ubaldus' position. Reinforcements will join you from Bologna. I will be controlling these reinforcements directly because there's gunpowder units in them, and I don't want them to go and get myself killed. So let's just move in on his position and take him out, because I'm not having more pair-pull incursions within my lands, please. So Captain Harry is not going to be under AI control, and we're not going to make it a night battle because this time it would be working against me. Strength ratio is 1-to-1, and just to recap, 2 units of bombards, 1 unit of mortar, 2 Swiss guards, 1 unit of Pavisa, and a general. So let's get on this one and hope that we win, especially since we outnumber the enemy by close to 1,000 men.
Glory to your name, sire! The time for battle has come, but it is not my way to send men into needless peril or throw lives away. Be assured, I will not ask any more of you than I would ask of myself. I ask only that you fight with honor and do not turn your back to the foe. Together then, we will have victory, for such is to my taste and my custom in battle. These papal servants make a brave show, but that is not enough against the likes of us. False prayers will not turn aside our swords. With God's good graces, we shall strike down a quarter of our enemy's army today. Courage will be our watchword, despair theirs. And no man will do much wrong today if he imitates me. I would have the enemy dead, I slain beneath my blade and lying gutted at my feet. I would have them all gutted!
Where he goes on, I think I might have gotten lose involved in maybe a few too many battles after he left his peaceful country life in Wales, but well, that's what you do to a boy when you corrupt him with war. Anyway, let's get on with this battle. I know it's raining, but that should be fine for us. Yeah, let's just get on with it. By the way, lovely heavy build militia. They wear lovely armour. Nice facial hair. So, reinforcements will join us eventually, however, as it stands, we cannot wait for them forever. And the enemy does have, once more, they definitely out-missile and out-artillery us, because I have 1 unit of archer militia and 1 catapult. I can have a catapult, just try and get some initial shots out on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a catapult deploy a little bit away, so their shots will go here, whereas my men can go this way, and hopefully there isn't too much crossover. So, Billman will be our front line of attack. They'll be spread loosely to try and negate the enemy cannon fire and the enemy mortar fire. And Archer Militia will also march with them. They'll try and get some initial shots out and see if they can do anything to contribute. This little unit of spearmen, by the way, you can watch this hill and think you're special, though you're not. Other units of spears, they will be just behind at the initial, but once we get in, they will basically find and kill the enemy general. Merchant Cavalry Militia, you're once more... it's not your battle. Sorry guys, but you guys got absolutely slaughtered in the last battle, so you're just you're not really suited to this particular battle. It's not going to work out for you, so I'm just going to keep him at the back. And lose will be in the battle. He isn't in the best of shapes, I know, after his last battle, but he should hopefully be able to provide with a good contribution. Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to try and put some light missile pressure on the enemy and start moving forward, and then we'll be coming in with bigger and better reinforcements, or I might just be able to hold my position. But that being said, while I want to hold out and get my arquebusiers in on this one, because the enemy is going to basically sit around and blast me to bits with cannons, it's not preferable. So let's start moving in our initial troops to get in on this one and do whatever harm we may do. Spearmen, if you could start marching up on the flank, that'd be fantastic. Artillery, if you could start trying to hit those purple guard, that'd be even better. Reinforcements, right, let's quickly group you up while my men initially move in. So first things first, I've got plenty of archer militia. Maybe too many archer militias, but either way, plenty of archer militias still. I need you lot to basically try and move in. We're going to take a position on this hill and be ready to flank the enemy effectively. So you lot start moving in. I will give you further orders as we go along. Spears, and that's about it really. I've got spears and some dismounted feudal knights, so yeah, aren't I lucky. Spears and dismounted feudal knights once more. If you could also make your way to the hill, we will await further orders. Cannon, you are going to march with the arquebusiers as a jointed unit. Get yourselves up there and await further orders from me. Right, so everyone now has an order, apart from Lose, but he will get his order soon. Looks like the enemy is going to take more focus on my reinforcements than anything, which does provide me the opportunity to potentially just try and get some initial missile attrition out on the enemy. So if we can do that, that'd be brilliant. But the mortars are just starting to launch off their first few shots, and they could be incredibly disastrous for us if they get their shots in. Remember, if you play Age of Empires 3, just bring 5 mortars to any battle, and even if you're in Imperial Age, they'll fucking blow up an enemy base in seconds, well, minutes, because they've got a long ass reload time, but you get what I mean. Right. Pavisas are trying to cause us some serious harm, so what we're going to do is get around the flanks of their purple guards. So Swiss guards, once more, I'm going to treat them as a phalanx unit. They're very well armoured, but they march, well, they work best and march mainly in phalanx formations. Artillery, keep the pressure up. I know I am putting my men at incredible risk by doing this, however, when we're fighting some very highly trained units, we definitely need to make sure that the enemy is off balance consistently. Right, spears, move in and prepare to take control of the flanks. You lot, you're just basically taking some enemy units for a very long walk, and I definitely approve of it. In fact, they're just being back engaged, so try and get in there now. See what you can do before they can reform their flanks, because they're forming a spear wall, but they're doing it in one direction. Right, you lot, yeah, you've now been scuppered. Right, Billman, pull out of that engagement because it's not one you're going to win. General, I want you moving up here now. Artillery, keep trying to smack it up here. But Billman, I want you to regroup here and await further orders. Right, and where are my heavy bills at? How are we doing? They're trying to fight off the purple Swiss guards, but yeah, the Swiss guard do seem to pack quite a punch in that. This guy is swinging his halberd around like a fucking golf club, and he's kicking ass with it. Well, he's hurting the air a lot, but he isn't hurting me, but he'll start hurting me very soon. Looks like the general's wisely trying to get out of the way of my spearmen as well, who have now very copiously taken control of the flanks. Lose, I need you in here as well, because I need you to definitely help out with the enemy artillery, because while I have a lot of artillery and we actually just blow up one of their mortars, that was excellent effort off you lot. I need you lot to get in there and take out the enemies. Well, maybe take out the general. Right. Archers, keep your fire focused on taking out those Swiss guards. They're the absolute mega unit we need to bring down. Hopefully once the arquebusiers get in on this one, their fire locks will bring grievous harm to the enemy. Lose, I need you to come in and help out with the bodyguard, please. Let's get rid of this lieutenant of the Pope, please. I'm not fond that he's recruiting these random generals, followers, and, well, just all sorts of people who seem to be rallying to his banner out of some sort of holy calling. They're not welcome in my army, but it looks like the general is trying to escape, or is up to something. It's a peculiar move for him, however, I'm going to allow it this time. Lose, get yourself out of that engagement. And I am, yeah, the risk is definitely being amped up right now with my constant artillery strikes on my own positions. Right, artillery, just call it a stop for now because I need to regroup my men. I've just lost some spearmen. I'm losing a lot of men now, actually. Right. Purple States have won this little round, but it isn't over yet. Let's get ready for the next one. Archers, keep the pressure up on the Swiss guards. Start using fire arrows if you have to. Catapults, get back to opening fire. Start trying to hit that general. I'm going to regroup my men, try and rally the men back to our cause, and let's see what we're doing over here. So arquebusiers, need you to move forward and start shooting. Bombard, fire arrows or fire bombs. General, sally back to our reinforcements. Artillery, keep it up. You lot, pull back to our new line here. We're gonna have a round 2 now of the enemy. So you lot, no skirmishing. Get your fire arrows out, and because the enemy will be coming for us soon. Arquebuses, I need you to start hitting those Swiss guards as soon as you can, please, with your weird tatty shirts. But all you lot, get your bums over here, please, as soon as you can. Arquebuses, start providing covering fire while the enemy tries to advance. Hopefully we can make a big impact on our Swiss guards with our anti-armor capabilities. Right, we aiming and firing. Some of you were aiming and firing, others you just aren't doing anything at all. And again, they're about as slow as me when I play the Napoleonic Wars expansion from Mountain Blade. However, I started playing Napoleonic Wars, or at least I've experimented with it. It's alright. Turns out, though, when you get into a multiplayer siege, everyone just sits around and drinks tea all the time instead of doing, you know, the actual fucking fighting bit. Right, arquebuses, you're really taking too long to fire. Now you're basically getting slaughtered by crossbowmen. I don't know what you're up to, but you needed to be getting those shots out a long time ago. Right, you lot, good job on what you're doing right now. Spears, you need to be getting into here right now. Arquebuses, get out of there. You're about to get picked on. Artillery, start hitting the rear of the enemy formation. Basically start hitting their baggage train. Arquebuses, pull to the back. Spearmen, you need to be ready to provide whatever support you can, but right now, archers, you are doing a bloody fantastic job. You lot need to be way further forward than you are already. Dismounted feudals, you can also come forward. I know you're my secondary captain, but right, you lot, get back. Spears, get in there. General, give my archers a hand, because right now they're about to get into a bit of a bad position. Archers, don't. Just put your fire now on the Swiss guard. Let my men support now. Right.
In our favor.
Cannons,
if we remain true and steadfast,
start hitting us
victory
with
will be
pieces.
ours.
Spears, thank you for joining us, getting on as General's bodyguards, and just finish this one off, please. Still got a chance against this particular foe, you know, it's not over yet. Arquebuses, reform your line, and prepare to help out again. Right, how close is that general down today? Right, it's down to his last 5 men. He's a very brave general, he's a very resilient one, I'll give him that. That's probably why he hasn't died yet. Right, arquebuses, get your guns out and do a better job than you've done so far, because so far you have not done a fantastic job in this particular battle. Cannons, good job, just keep getting those shots out, and ooh, that one hurt, but come on, is this guy dead yet or what, by the way? He's incredibly resilient. He's too resilient.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead. We've sent them only half the enemy
Good, right,
force
we're taking control of this battlefield now. Right, you get back there. You, spears, well, you know, just group all our spears up now. Spears, I need you to make an effective line in front of my archers and provide them some help. Arquebuses, you're doing a fantastic job what you're doing now. Starting to just give these guys a hard time. They are bracing for more impact, but you know what? Let them brace, let them make their spear walls. Our arquebuses, our cannons can now just sit here and deliver a righteous slaughter. Archer militia here, start hitting those Pavisa crossbowmen if you can, please. Just keep giving them a hard time. Bill militia, start moving in on the flank and prepare to give some more nasty pain. You know what, merchant cavalry militia, I want you to come down. I know I'm going to take you for a bit of a run, but I want you to come down and finish off whatever's left of the mortar crews, please, because they're probably just sat here right now and just, yeah, mortars just sat here firing and just shelling our position. And yeah, but there's some bit explosions going on which are not going to do my men much good when they definitely impact upon my formations. Arquebuses, come on. I'm seeing a lack of enthusiasm from you guys. Keep your shots coming out. There we go. They're the shots I want to see. And that's actually those guys out of there. Good. Right, Swiss guard are broken. Except they're coming back. We're going to regroup. We're going to keep it up. But I think now the absolutely colossally intense missile pressure I've put them under now is putting the cracks on them. Right. Bill militia, move in and finish off the pieces, please. Catapults. I need you to make your focuses on bringing down whatever's left of the enemy artillery positions. Right, merchant cavalry militia, get in there and just do the best job you can, please. I know you're not particularly brilliant at your jobs because you're merchants, you're not fighters, but you know, just do what you can now. This is if you wanted to join up as out of a sense of duty, this is your duty now. Take out these artillery positions and stop the enemy from blowing up my armies. Right. Ooh, good shot back. Oh no, it wasn't a good shot. Oh, hang on. Ooh, right. Careful, careful, careful. Right, catapult. Call it a day now.
The battle is very much
Cavalry
in our
can finish
favor.
this one off.
If we remain true and steadfast,
Whereas I'm now
victory
just
will be
dominating the
ours.
enemy with a lot of missile power. Okay, you lot, keep it up now. Just keep shooting up those Swiss militias. Oh, hello. Who's charging forward? Who's getting very brave? I don't know who's getting brave. Someone's getting brave. Right. Archer militia, by the way. Nice of you to be enthusiastic and come forward, but you don't need to do that. Keep your formations guarded, please. Right, what's running away over there? Oh, it's only my merchant cavalry militia. Nah, they're not running away. They're chasing the ones. Good job, lads. Right, what's going on over here? Bill militia. Yeah, keep chasing off those pieces. Right, merchant cavalry militia. Give them a help, please, because that'd be your best opportunity to get some good work done. While everyone else now just throw catapult. Oh yeah, catapult's on fire at will for some reason. I don't know why it's on fire at will. I don't usually put it on that, but okay. Right, this is going excellent here now. These Swiss Guard and probably not going to get into another melee, but they might do.
Behold,
No, they're not going to get into another one. Oh, hello there, big rectangle.
It's time to press the attack.
Finish them, finish them, finish them, finish them. Archers, give them hell now. Just give them absolute hell. Just I want you to blow them up before I send Luz in there to finish it. And I know I like to use my cavalry to do chase it, but you know what? Let's give them missiles and guns to it for once. I mean, they're doing an absolutely brilliant job of it. They're just setting fire and incinerating the enemy. Alright, you lot, how are we doing here? Just keep the chasing up, please. I would love to keep the Papal Army numbers low. I know that through winning this battle we'll have taken out a quarter of their men, which is already a fantastical figure. Let's keep it that way, right? All artillery ceasefire now. You've done a good job so far, and I'm happy for you, but now I think it's time we got Luz in on this one, because they're escaping the range of our archers. I think they're probably going to let off one more volley. They probably can get one more volley off before Luz gets in there, so... Oh, no way. Nah, the last volley never happened. Right, good job, archers. You've done a fantastic job this battle. Shame none of you gained any experience. I'm sure you got more kills when the game was stead. You did, but you know what? Everyone had a good try at this one. I know the first engagement was a little bit messy and it kind of collapsed in on itself, but you know what? The second time around, basically made a nice defensive position, drew our line in the dirt, and held out really well. But I still think the first assault was necessary. Definitely shook up the enemy artillery positions. We managed to take out some of our artillery, and it softened it up for the second assault. And it also gave the general's bodyguard a bit of a softening up as well. He had a pretty meaty bodyguard, which was, well, it fought to the very end. So you know what, I'd rather have taken some of it out there than having it all busy trying to slaughter my archers. Still. Whatever's left now has more or less escaped, so let's just speed this one up, let the natural order of things just occur now. Darwinism and all that shungalungas, and that was a nice productive battle.
This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Lose once more, you didn't lose, so very good job. Lost quite a few men, yeah, because the first assault wasn't really the best or the most effective or, you know, quite destructive on our end, but you know what, you've still taken a battered and denumerated army, taken out some pretty fine papal troops, and brought me another victory. So Luz, your commendations just continue, because he's a good guy, Luz.
Our forces are well hidden. The trap is set.
Like I said, I want to keep papal numbers low, but I do like to have some honour with the papal states. Let them be released once more. Maybe I can still get recommunicated.
Yes. God will...
There you go.
Glory, honor,
May I also send a message to the Pope
victory.
to stop attacking me all the time.
Hail, my
Okay,
king.
Luz, I'm going to make you the governor of Bologna for a little bit. I know Milan really does need
Yes,
a topping up
my
of
liege.
garrison, which I'm going to do because Milan needs a garrison of some description rather than just one unit of arquebusiers, so let's just get a couple of units in there. Right, first is first. Ooh, God, Milan's public order isn't doing well. First is first, merge up whatever's left here, and let's think, why is the tax... Well, we're only slightly under. Public order's low because of excommunication and unrest. Oh yeah, Luz, are you doing something silly? He's got a bit of... Yeah, his judgmental personality isn't brilliant. He's also quite ignorant. Yeah, he is more of a fighter than a... He's also a compassionate victor, by the way, which makes him quite chivalrous. Yeah, he's more of a fighter than a commander or a governor. He's a good commander, actually. Right, we'll just have to weather this storm. If the people do riot, they'll probably just get it out of their system quite quickly. That being said, this is a good place to call it an episode now. So we've had some good battles. Oh, well, we had one good battle and then the rest... yeah, mixed results. I think my tactics were a bit flawed today. Maybe I'm just not being myself.
Ships ready.
You know what, let's just finish off with a nice quick victory. Admiral John, take out Admiral Jacopo. Wait, what a lovely little victory. You know what, let's have another one. And there we go. So life got a little bit better for us at the very end there. But apart from that, that is actually now where we are going to call it an episode. So I do hope you have enjoyed, and I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, in which we'll be doing a lot of admin. We'll be doing our 140 turn review, seeing where we are, seeing what we need to do, and blah 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 blah, so on and so forth. By the way, are you out of move still? No, you're not, right? Get your ass back into loose and stay there forever. Oh, it's so fun being a commander sometimes. Right, see you on the next episode, my friends. Have a lovely evening.